I'm Jenny from Pampering by LJ, and welcome to my weekly reflection on my health journey. So this is the second time I've actually reflected. I've been back on Weight Watchers, the WW Green Plan, since November of last year, and I just decided that I wanted to share out and kind of document my journey on a vlog style. So I already had a Facebook page called Pampering by LJ, which was really hair and makeup related, but I decided that I wanted to shoot some videos and add to my community of YouTubers, I guess, that I actually watch and find a lot of inspiration from. So I decided that I would actually start a YouTube channel as well, Pampering by LJ, and on there would be my weekly reflections about my health journey, recipe videos if I can shoot those, and then maybe some few fun hair or makeup videos as well. So this is my second reflection. Last week when I reflected, I had stayed the same with my weight, but I had been down 22 pounds since November, so I was very excited about that. This week when I weighed in, I actually had a great loss. I actually hit a milestone that I've been working towards. I lost 3 pounds this week, and that's kind of how I do. I have a pretty good weight loss, and then the next week I don't, and then the week after that I usually stay the same or have another drop. Over the long haul, I average about a pound a week when I'm on a weight loss journey. And so I hit a big milestone this morning. So I hit my 25 pounds gone since I've been back on this journey, health journey, and focusing on my health. So woohoo for me. So I had decided back in November when I set little milestones, and 25 pounds is a big one for me. So I had decided at my 25 pound mark, which hit today, that I would purchase a new wig, and it'd be a special wig that I've had my eye on for a while, and it's probably one of those more expensive ones. So now I'm going to be looking at wigs, and I've really got it narrowed down to one I think that I'm going to order, and if I get that one in, I'll probably wear it for you and tell you a little bit about it a little bit later. Anyway, so that was exciting today. My next big milestone will be 50 pounds loss, and I project that will happen in about 25 weeks from now, which is, I actually pulled out the calendar today. I wanted to look at it, and that'll be about the second week of August, which is exciting for me because I have a big birthday this year in August. I hit my 50 years of being alive. So I'll hit the big 50, which I'm excited about, and actually, maybe I should be at 50 pounds gone for my big 50, so that'll be fun. So looking forward to that. I know that I'll hit my target, set my mind to it, and I'll get there. So, but this isn't about just one birthday or, 25 pounds or 50 pounds. It's different this time. This time it's for the next 50 years. I gotta tell you that. This week I had a couple of doctor's appointments, and so I want to tell you about those a little bit. So I've had trouble really for the past 20 years with my knee, my leg. In the past couple of years I've had trouble with my feet, plantar fasciitis, really bad. And then just probably a couple of months ago, my hip started bothering me as well. So I've gone to the orthopedic surgeon several times in my life, and about 15 years ago I had some knee surgery to remove some broken down cartilage, and at that point they told me, and this was about 15 years ago, you're going to have your knees replaced. It's just a matter of time. Try as long as you can to put that off, which I'm still trying to put that off. But as long as I keep my weight down, that helps. but I haven't been doing that for the past couple of years, so I think that's what's made the plantar fasciitis really hurt too and been debilitating. And really a big reason for me going back to Weight Watchers in November was I have to get this under control because it's hurting my mobility way too much with my feet, my ankles, my knees. So as a result of increasing my activity back in November and dealing with my foot pain, then my hips started bothering me. Can't do as many steps as I want to do. So I decided to go back to the orthopedic doctor this past Monday to look at my hip. Got a cortisone shot in it, helped tremendously, but he also recommended physical therapy for the next month, which I've started this week. Whew, it's intense. She really thinks that a lot of is related to my lower back issues that I've had a lot of times in my life. And about 25 years ago, I had a horrible ankle injury. I sprained my ankles so bad that I had to have a hard walking cast for 2 or 3 months actually. And she really poked around and prodded on that ankle and feels like there's not much of a ligament to support that left leg, which I kind of had wondered about because that's where I had my knee that really gave me problems 15 or so years ago. It was probably around that time, around 15 years ago, that I got to my goal weight for Weight Watchers and I really increased my activity. I was actually running at one point, and then my knees really started bothering me. So all of that kind of came with increased activity. And now that I'm older, I know that I have arthritis in my joints. And so, it's all come to a fruition. But I'm going to work on the physical therapy really hard because I still am trying to put off that knee replacement and I don't want to be in pain. So I'm doing a lot of strengthening of my core and balance and going to be working really hard on that because I want to, the next 50 years of my life, I want to be mobile and, I want to be not athletic, but I want to be in great shape that I can that it's not painful when I walk and I can keep up with everyone and be ahead of everyone if I can. But my dad and my stepmom Judy, they're so active. They ride their bikes and they walk. They're in their 70s. However, their health and their activity level is so much more than mine. And so I'm going to strive that when I'm 70, my activity level is where theirs is. And it's not right now. So if there's only one way to get there, and that's to work on it. So that's what I'm doing. So let me talk, and then the other appointment I had today was with my woman doctor, my gynecologist, and all of that looked great. And that was just my yearly checkup. So, yesterday I had a screening at school for my cholesterol, blood pressure, height, weight, glucose level. They do that yearly and all that looks really good. Not my weight, that doesn't look great. But actually my blood pressure is absolutely fine. My cholesterol level was good. So my glucose level was great. So I feel very fortunate about those things. So feeling pretty good health-wise other than the leg, knee, joint issue. And so I'm working on that. Let me talk a little bit about my meal plans from last week because I had shared that with you before. I want to share and I'm working on a video for one of the keeper recipes that I make. James would love me to make spaghetti in my Instapot every week for him. He likes things on repeat. He doesn't need me to make new recipes. Now that's me. I like new recipes because I like trying new things. So I'm always trying new recipes, but I have my keepers. And so I like to repeat those. And when I do repeat those and I find that they're really a winner, I will try to shoot a video for you to share with you. And I'm working on one for my Instapot spaghetti right now. I'll probably post it in a few days. And it's one that James absolutely loves. And it's so easy to do in my Instapot. For a cup of the spaghetti that I make, it's either 7 or 8 points on green. It depends on, you know, the spaghetti noodles that you use and the sauce. So the one that I made this week it's 7 points on green for 1 cup. So I've got a little video of that, and that's a tried and true recipe. The other recipe that I made probably for the 3rd time now that I found on the Skinny-ish dish is the air fryer Monterey chicken. And it is delicious, and it's easy and fast. And boy, I love that recipe, and now I've made it twice. So probably the next time I make it, I may do a little quick video for it as well. The other thing, when you make that recipe, you use some bacon, and typically once a week I make bacon in a big batch in our oven, and I'm going to insert probably a few clips of that in this video today because it's easy. It's easy to do my bacon in the oven, and then I use it throughout the week to make, you know, English muffin sandwiches with a couple slices of the bacon. That's easy to do. But also the Monterey chicken recipe, we use a little bacon on the top of it. Makes it so delicious. And so I'm going to probably put a little bit of those clips just of the easy way to do bacon in your oven in this video right here. This is how I do my bacon in the oven. I just put it on some aluminum foil on a cookie sheet, bake it for about 30 minutes at 350 degrees, take it out, flip it over, about 10 minutes more, depends totally on the thickness of the bacon, and then it is finished for the whole week. This is some really thick cut bacon, and so you can see that I did it to, this is the kind of how we like it, the amount of crispness. And so we did this one, I did 30 minutes, flipped it, and then I did 15 more minutes in a 350 degree oven, and this is how it turns out. Now, I also have another bacon that I use all the time that is a center cut, thinner bacon, and probably it takes about 35 minutes total. So I usually flip it like 15 minutes. Just kind of, you do it until you the desired crispness of the bacon. So that was last week, and those were some of the recipes that I made on my meal plan that I'd planned out that were terrific. Then I also had some chili and the sloppy joe casserole that I've made a few times, really like it. Tried a new recipe, Italian sausage bread. It was okay. It was, it's not something we normally eat. It really came out kind of like a calzone. I think James really liked it, but I think it was like 10 points for 1 piece or 11, and that's a lot, I think, for just 1 piece of calzone. Anyway, I don't know if I'll do it again, but so that's my meal plan for last week that I wanted to share. So I have my meal plan ready for this week. I'll put a little clip in there about what it looks like up close, but boy, I've got a busy week coming up. So I mentioned before that I'm an assistant principal at a middle school, and we are really starting our enrollment process pretty heavily next week. And so next week, I actually have 3 nights that I have to do school virtual question and answer sessions. Monday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. So I'm going to be super busy, and I need to go into the tax office. I'll probably do that Wednesday night and be working in the tax office Wednesday night. So next week is going to be really crazy. So because of that, this weekend I'm going to be making ahead a meatloaf that we can have for leftovers. I'm also going to be making a taco casserole that I've made before, so we can have it for leftovers. And then I still plan to cook Tuesday night and then Thursday night in between my meetings. we'll see. So I'm planning on some beef enchilada pasta, which is a wonderful recipe. This will be the third time I've made it. And I'm probably going to shoot a video on the beef enchilada pasta. It is absolutely wonderful and we love it. And then going to do the air fryer Monterey chicken again Thursday night. So I'm going to repeat that one again. Again, I might shoot some video clips of it. So that's the week coming up. Super, going to be super busy. This weekend we are going to go out just I think one time, and that's tonight for pizza. We're going to meet some of our kids for pizza out. So I've already went ahead and planned for that. The other thing I found, I looked back at my, my Weight Watchers app the last 3 or 4 weeks. I like to reflect on when can I get those blue dots and stay in my healthy eating zone, and when am I really going overboard. And it's on the weekends. We eat out. We love to eat out Friday, Saturday night, and we like extra cocktails, and it all adds up. Now, I made a commitment to track everything I ate, and that's what I'm doing. If I go over, I go over. I'm still writing it down because it's just information, and that's what I need. But the information tells me this: on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I go over, and I go over by a lot. And so usually by Monday or Tuesday, I might be negative 30, negative 40 points, and I've already used all my weeklies. So I want to rein that in. I still anticipate eating out Friday nights, maybe drinks out Saturday night, but I don't need to go to the extreme of being over by 30 or 40 points, because that means that I've probably gone over on Sunday as well with just eating around here at the house on nothing in particular. And I really think that the way I've set it up so that Friday is my weigh-in day, and that's when my points start over. And because I've done that, it's like I get to Friday, I'm like, woohoo, I've got all these points I can use now. And I think and then I know I don't have to weigh in again till the following Friday. So even if I go way overboard on the weekend, I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday until back to scale time that I'm okay. I think it's just a little mind game. So I talked about that at one of my Weight Watchers meetings this week, and about my struggle with going overboard on the weekends. And both the leader and another member mentioned changing my weigh-in day to Monday to keep myself accountable. I'd already thought about changing my weigh-in day to Wednesday, which is what I'm doing this week, even though I weighed in this morning on Friday and actually considered that my weigh-in. But next week I plan, and so my points started Wednesday, this past Wednesday. So I'm hoping, knowing that I'm going to actually weigh in next Wednesday will keep me more accountable for this weekend. And when I say more accountable, I'm accountable. I'm writing everything down. But I hate when I go over so much and then I have to look at that number, that negative number all week. I kind of fixate on it. I don't like doing that. So I may even change my weigh-in day till Monday. I do think I'm going to start weighing in more than once a week, because for me, I don't fixate on that scale number, but it does help me see what I'm doing with my activity, and I think I might do that a little bit more too. Anyway, we'll see how it's going. I'm successful. I'm still doing this. It's not about, I know it's not about being perfect. I want to be, I can't help it. I want to be perfect. I'm not. And I got to be consistent though. I'm going to be consistent. I'm not going to stop doing this. Even if I go over, I'm going to put it all in my tracker, and it's just information. It's about continuing to do this for the rest of my life. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'll be successful because I'm going to be consistent with this. So that's it for this week. I'm already almost at 20 minutes. I wanted to keep these to 10, but I think I just talked too much. So it's probably going to be 20 minutes, and especially after I insert some things with my bacon. And I want to show you my meal plan log too. And this is where I kind of write everything down. I'm going to flip it over and just show it to you right here, kind of how I track everything. And then I'll put some pictures in so you can see it. But this is kind of like becoming my Bible. I keep my recipes in here, my ideas for my videos, my notes for my meetings, because when I go to the Weight Watchers meetings, and I'm attending 2 or 3 a week, I write down notes about during the meeting, things I think about, things other people say that I want to reflect on. It's kind of become a big journal in a way. I even put my monthly goals here. I've got my vision statement of myself. So this is kind of my thing. It just helps me reflect, and it's kind of my accountability piece too. So I'm going to throw some pictures in here and you can see kind of what I'm talking about. That's it for now. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.